Hello, my fellow Namekians. This is Red the Super Namek, and I'm here to share to you guys my top 5 Rareware games. Please remember that this is my opinion. This list will most likely be different from most other people's. With that said, this is my top 5 Rareware games. My number 5 spot is Banjo-Kazooie. I recently played through this game, and I beat it. I didn't 100% the game, but it was a heck of a lot of fun while I was playing through it. It had a lot of diversity throughout the levels. The jiggies were, like, for the most part, fun to get. There was a lot of things to collect, like, as a typical Rareware game would. And a lot of people seem to like this game, and I can see why, but for me, it's only at number 5. I really like this game, mostly because of the music. The game's music is really catchy, and I'm mostly talking about Treasure Trove Cove, and also Gruntilda's Lair. There's a lot of world building in this game, with the different environments throughout the worlds. There is a Christmas themed world, and then right after that there's a ghost world. But this is only at number 5 because I enjoyed other games more than this one. But I still really respect this game. My number 4 spot is Donkey Kong Country 2 for the GBA. The reason why I picked the Game Boy Advance version rather than the Super Nintendo version is because this is the one that I grew up with, and the one that I have. I currently do not own Donkey Kong Country 2 for the Super Nintendo. I take it that it's basically the same game, but I'm not too sure what the big difference is. I'm pretty sure that the only difference is a racing minigame or something. But yeah, this game is really fun to play. Actually, I recently played through the game like a few days ago. I kind of forgot how easy it got, or it's either I'm really good or just kind of easy. It's easy to go through the levels, but to collect everything it's really annoying at times, especially near the end of the game. My favorite level from that game has to be Toxic Tower. That level took me forever to beat as a kid. It's the one with rising acid coming out of the bottom of the level, and you basically have to go up the tower. But there's like a bunch of obstacles in the way, on the way up. I currently have not 100% the game, and I'm still working on it with my most recent playthrough. It's my most favorite Donkey Kong Country game, that's for sure. My number 3 spot is Banjo-Tooie. This game is basically Banjo-Kazooie, but on steroids. It has bigger worlds, better gameplay. Can't really say anything about the story, it's basically meh. It's alright. This game is actually really funny. I've actually laughed so many times throughout the game. My favorite part of the game would have to be either the final boss or playing through Witchy World. I really like that stage, especially the boss, where you have to fly around, like you're flying around inside a tent, and you have to deflate a giant bear, I think it was, basically a giant balloon animal. That has to be my favorite level from the game. And the music of this game is so well done. Grant Kirkhope made a really good soundtrack with this game. I would have to say it's better than Banjo-Kazooie, the original one. This game offers a lot more than what the original did, which I enjoy immensely. My only problem with this game is that it can lag a lot on the N64. I don't know about the Xbox 360 version. Whenever I move the camera in a big world, it usually lags as I'm trying to move the camera around. I don't know if it's just my cartridge or whatever. Yeah, that's my number 3. My number 2 spot is Conker's Bad Fur Day. This game is hilarious. This game has so much crude humor in it, and it's hilarious to play through. It's a freaking blast. Throughout the game, you basically are trying to find your way home from partying one night. The game gets really funny, especially with a certain boss, which I don't want to go into detail about, but and the game has so many movie references, such as Saving Private Ryan, Dracula movie, Matrix. I know there's others, but I can't think of them off the top of my head. My favorite part of the game would have to be the ending. Like the final level is really fun to play with through because since it's like a Matrix kind of level where you like glide from pillar to pillar, and the final boss with the alien, which is unique for the game. Yeah, that's my number 2.
Well, there I am. Conquer the king. King of all the land. Who'd have thought that? But how did I come to this, I hear you say? And who are those strange fellows that surround my throne? I hear you also say. Well, it's a long story. Come closer, and I'll tell you. It all started yesterday. What a day that was. It's what I call a bad fur day.
Now, here's my very unpopular opinion.
Okay.
My number 1 is Donkey Kong 64. Donkey Kong 64 is my favorite Rareware game of all time, as of 2016. This game is the game that I grew up with, and it's actually my very first video game I've ever played. I remember fond memories of playing through this as a kid, and getting to Creepy Castle and never being able to find enough bananas to beat the game. This game is literally what made me a gamer. I really enjoy having playthroughs once in a while. The game has pretty awesome levels for a platformer. It takes a lot from Banjo-Kazooie, but in my opinion it makes it a little bit funner in a way, just the way that the levels are laid out. I just enjoy playing through the game a lot more than Banjo-Kazooie, or Tooie for that matter. And that's why it's at my number 1 spot on my list. I hope that you enjoyed my top 5 list of my top 5 Rareware games, and please like, comment, and subscribe to my channel. This has been Red the Super Namek, and I'm signing off.